Welcome back again. This is another edition of Machine Learning Simplified. This time we want to look at another classification algorithm called Stochastic gradient descent. And this is a popular optimization technique in machine learning. It iteratively updates the model parameters, that is weight and bias, using individual training example instead of entire data set. It is a variant of gradient descent, and it is more efficient and faster for larger and sparse data sets. So when data set is very large, that is when you can see SGD in its full form, in its best form. So it works by randomly selecting a single or small mini batch, training a sample from the dataset, and using it to update the model parameters. This process is repeated for a fixed number of epochs and or until the model converges to a minimum of the cost function. So the breakdown in a simple term, it initializes the model parameters to random values. For each epoch, randomly shuffle the training data. There, for each training example, it calculates the gradient of the cost function with respect to the model parameters. To update the model parameters in the opposite direction of the gradient. Then this is repeated again and again until the model is converged, okay, on the convergence of the model. So let's look at implementation of this particular simple model. So let's look at how we demonstrate on ERIS, our popular data set, which we have used several times. So we just open the library, run the library now, and we load that data set. So we can now pre-process. So we are using 30 to 70 or 70 to 30 training set. Okay, so this is what we have done. So at the same time, we are also scaling. Okay, we are scaling because SGD is sensitive to feature scales, right? We are using standard deviation, which means 0, standard deviation is 1, so to ensure faster convergence. All right, so now we also we initialize the classifiers as usual. So we call our SGD as usual. It asks everyone on them their parameters. Of course, we know that. So what we don't have a loss parameter, which we are using log loss. There are other parameters we can supply as well, right? But we can also, penalty can be changed, maximum iterations, total LE, and so on. So these are the random parameter we have. So this random 72, which is significant to this particular one, make it to be, because sometimes it changes in numbers randomly. So we don't want it to change each time we run it several times. So that's why we make it stable. All right. So when this is run, we have our, so don't forget that we have this common parameter. There are more parameters that we are not passing in here, which we can pass in later if you want to go further on this. So this is the training section. We train here. We have our value here. So we print the actual iteration here, which is 9. We print the weight here. Okay, so then we can evaluate here. We can evaluate. So with evaluation, we have a place of 1, right? Which is though it looks high, but of course we must understand that even though it's perfect, but it means that the data set is not it's not much. It's a very small data set. Okay, so you cannot see the effect properly. So Certified is easy. So you are very easy to this particular result is not generally acceptable actually. So, but just for testing purpose to see how it works. All right. So we can also plot the decision boundary for this using our PCA, Pressure Component Analysis, to plot. So we are to plot 0 to 1, which means first and second columns. So column. So you can, if you run this line, which is already given us, so you can see here, so you have your boundary. So and this boundary is, this one is for 1. So SGD separates us, which is yellow here, now from other classes using a linear boundary, right? For your data set, small and simple, SGD is overkilled. Yes, that's why you have 1 throughout. but it shines better for bigger data sets. Okay, you can change the loss to inch for linear SVM behavior or penalty to 11 for sparse solution, polar one. So we don't really have too much to discuss under this. So thank you so much for listening. I will see you in the next class.